Okay, n squared 3, 3n squared 4n. What is the diamond for this? Yep. Beautiful. And if you want to just put n, you can. I like to put one n because it helps. N 3, 1. Okay, now I have factored. This one, however, says solve. So the directions are different. I have to keep going. And I have to use the zero product property. Zero product property says that you set each one of these factors equal to 0 separately. And voila. Yes.
So do you have to do the box for this if you just got the diamond and then got 3 and 1 and then you do the product property?
So you do not have to do the box for those if you can do the diamond. However, when it comes to one like this, where it's 11a squared, you cannot just use the diamond to factor. You'll need the box also. So if there's a 1 in the front, it's totally okay to just do the diamond, but it doesn't really work if you have a number in the front that's not 1. Okay, now move down to number 15, guys. Now, these problems are I problems, and I need to remind you some facts about I from Math 2. So we're just going to pretend it's a regular, like it's a variable for now. It is not a variable, it's a number, but we're going to pretend it's a variable. And we're going to combine those two, and that's 15i squared. Okay, and then I'm going to distribute this -2. So that's going to be plus 6 minus 6i. Okay, now if this problem had any other letter in it besides I, this would be done. But it's not done because it's I. I is special, it's a number. So I want to remind you, this is the fact you need right here. That's the fact that you need to be able to complete this problem. I squared is equivalent to -1. So you're going to take the I squared and change it to -1. And then this becomes -15. And then you combine those together, and that's -9 minus 6i. That's it. What, honey? You know Gusta anything. Okay. All right. Good with the warm-ups? Okay, now grab your notebooks, please. We'll see if that works out. Okay, you're definitely going to want a calculator So make sure to grab a calculator, please. No. Well, you might need to borrow more share then. I promise you it'll be okay. Especially when they cost about $8.
I know.
You doubled the price for the color. Now, don't get me wrong, I paid more for my calculator to be sealed, so
Really?
yeah, I can't talk. I feel like if I use this all day, every day, I want it to be pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
You're right.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so today we are going to be learning a new function. So on Thursday and Friday last week, we learned our first new function. That was the square root graphs that you guys did on the poster. And we made a table and we graphed it, and it was a little weird, and it was half a parabola on its side. And then we did a bunch of describing. And we're going to do the same thing for this. This is called a rational function. So rational just means ratio, which just means fraction. Okay, everybody, so we're gonna make the table like we did last time with the square root graph, but there's a couple of things you should know about the calculator and the table. So first, I want you guys to draw a little arrow down here and put x plus 7 equals 0. Do you remember us doing that with the square root graph, and that gave us the endpoint? Okay, this helps us with this. It's not going to be an endpoint, but it will also help us start our table. Okay, so I got x equals -7. Okay, what I want you to do is put -7 right in the middle of your table. I don't want you to start your table at -7 with these. I want you to put it in the middle. And then -8, -9, -10, 11, -12, 6, 5. Okay, now this is the most important thing. If you hear me say nothing else, you need to hear this. When you plug things in, so this is going to be 1 divided by, and I'm going to plug -12 in for x, right? But I need parentheses here, -12 plus 7. You have to put parentheses around the bottom, otherwise it will not work in the calculator correctly. So, for example, 1 divided by parenthesis. The parentheses located right above the number 8. And the negative, remember, is down at the bottom next to the decimal. Negative 12 plus 7. And I got negative 0.2. Did everybody get negative 0.2? Okay. Okay, now, again, I'm lazy, so I'm going to scroll up 2 times and hit enter and change that negative 12 to a negative 11, negative 0.25. Are you guys with me? Okay. Scroll up, enter, negative 10, negative 0.33. Okay, keep going on your own or in your groups. Fill out the table, please. You can definitely talk to each other. Mhm. Correct. Excellent. This. You should start to notice some symmetry in the numbers as you're going down the list. Are you guys seeing the symmetry? Okay. So you got surprised by one of the entries is an error. Why is it an error? Yeah, you can't divide by 0. So that's still true. Even after all the math you learned, you still can't divide by 0. I'm not going to be like at some point, oh, I'm going to teach you how to divide by 0. No, it's not a thing. So we can't have 0 on the bottom. It makes an error. And I'll show you what happens to the graph. So let's graph these decimals to the best of our ability. I did that one backwards. It's kind of an unsatisfying result. Okay. Get those graphed as best you can. I'm going to show you what it actually looks like on Desmos. So what we need to do is sketch in these curves with the dots we have.
Is that like a passing?
Nice.
Oh, smart.
Violet just like, spoiler alert, the whole thing. She's awesome. These have what's called asymptotes. And there's two asymptotes here. Yes. They're inverses, yeah. So there's the graph. What I'm going to do next is take a colored pen, a different color, and I'm going to sketch in the asymptotes. So I like to sketch them in with dashed lines. And there should be one at -7 caused by the not being able to divide by 0. And then there's actually a second one on the x-axis itself. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do for number 29 is I'm going to come over to this white space over here on my notebook, and I'm going to describe the graph. Oh no, did we skip domain and range warm-ups? Let's go back and fix that. We have to just, but let's finish this first. Okay, we have to describe this with everything that we use to describe the square root graph. So the type is called a rational function. The shape is called a hyperbola. Probably the first time you've ever heard that word. Okay, what was the next thing we did on our poster? Looking over our poster, domain and range? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is how I write the domain and range for a hyperbola or a rational function. I go to where the error is and I say, okay, x is going to be everything except -7. So I'm going to say all real numbers, comma, x cannot be -7. And I can see that from my asymptote. The range is going to be everything but this. All real numbers except y cannot be 0. There's more to describe on these, by the way. X-intercept. Trick question. None. That's the whole thing about asymptotes. It approaches but never touches. Can't touch it. It's hot. No touchy. Y-intercept. It's right here. We can find it by plugging 0 in to the function. So 1 over 0 plus 7. 0.14. Okay, here's a fun question. Increasing or decreasing? It's not, it's decreasing actually. Okay, so start here. Look at your eyes going downhill, 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 jump, downhill, 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 all downhill. Yeah. So downhill, jump, downhill. Okay, now this is the thing we need to add in. This has called what's called jump discontinuity, which means that it takes a jump from here to here. It's discontinuous. Okay, and when I was in high school, my teacher said that if you have to pick up your pencil to draw the rest of the graph, that means it's discontinuous. If you can draw it just holding your pencil on the paper the whole time, then it's continuous. Yeah, I just thought that was like an easier way to think about it. Is there anything else? You're like, there's no end point on these because there's arrows on both ends. I think that's it for now. Okay, so that problem is done. Any questions about this? Okay, now I'm going to show you something on Desmos again before we move to number 30. Okay, so this is our graph, correct? The one we just made, it's in red there. This is what you get if you do not put the denominator in parentheses. It's wrong. I want you to see that it's really important that you put that denominator in parentheses on your calculator, because otherwise it's going to give you the wrong hyperbola and you'll get the problem wrong. Okay. Now, number 30. We're not going to make a poster, but I want you to do one of these in your groups. Don't write the words table number. Look at the little thingy on your tables, and that's your table number. Put that number in that spot. You guys see what I mean? So like this table, they would not write f of x equals 1 over 1 minus table number. They would write f of x equals 1 over x minus 3. And notice that this one is a minus, not a plus. The one that we did in number 29 was a plus. Make sure that you have a minus. Okay, and then they're going to take that 3 and put it in the middle of their table and then go forwards and backwards for what to plug in. You guys understand? Yep. Okay, I'm going to come around and help. Flag me down if you don't understand. Don't forget the parentheses. Parentheses. Don't be that guy that forgot the parentheses. Definitely speak to each other. That'd be great. Super awesome. Talk.
Yes, so basically it's because it's x minus 7. It's either this, so it's x minus 7 equals 0. So what would x be if x minus 7 equals 0? 7, because 7 minus 7 equals 2. Right? So x equals 7. So yeah. So
You're supposed to.
then how come we did a negative 4? How come we did a negative 1? Yeah, so you do 1 divided by 7 minus, wait, 1 divided by 12 minus 7. Yeah. Is it okay. Okay, don't look. If it happens again, I'll be right there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so we're just gonna do.
That's okay, it's just showing. Because you guys have, 8, so you're gonna be like, this is what we have. I'm sorry.
Is 7 still there?
So it's exactly.
I put 5 on each side. From my table.
Weird, boy. That's your negative 0.6.
As soon as the other one comes back, then he puts the pass back up. It should look almost exactly the same. It should just have that asymptote at different spots.
Yeah, 8 is the error.
Why are you not the same thing?
You're both correct, okay. 8 minus 8 is 0, so that was the error.
I said it was like.
Yeah, it's not all mine. Why would you get a first?
And that's right. I do that too. But when it's like negative, wait, get to like zero, it should be like 0.143, super close to each other. You know, and then two is like negative 0.2, it's not so. Maybe so it's not even out over your like yours are super far out of the x-axis, but it's like super close to the x-axis. So none of them are equal to like even 1/10, you know?
Just because over here, we were.
I'm gonna give you a fat 120 more seconds.
That's too long.
I'm gonna start talking again at 23.
It's just because this one we wrote a negative and then put it back.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Do you know what yeah, when it's like super close to zero, but it's not that much. So they're supposed to be, or not just zero, it's just anything. So they're supposed to be an asymptote on the x-axis, which means that it's just kind of close to the touch. And then there's also on 7 to the error. And you can see how they're both like, they're like they're both like the same line. But do you know how to get the lines? This is how we're getting on.
Oh, by the way, Violet, just so you know, 39 divided by 13 is 3.
Am I supposed to know that without a calculator?
Well, you can go 13 plus 13 is 26 plus 13 is 39.
Did I get the point?
Oh, I think I took off a half. It's like, why do I keep getting this horrible answer? I'm like, it's not a horrible answer. It's not wrong. It's just 3. Just 3. It's 3. Anyway, okay. Hello, everybody. Back to this. If you could please set this up next. We're going to put some notes in our notebook about quadratics. This is all math too, but can't hurt to look back at it. Go ahead and write this problem down, please, and thank you. Oh yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna do the same problem twice. Once with factoring, once with code formula. What? Oh yeah, always. All right, so you guys, we're gonna do the same problem twice. We're gonna do it once with factoring and once with quad formula. This is a little bit unrealistic because these two both come out with whole number answers. It's more just about like getting that process down. And do you guys remember something called complete the square?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so okay, so we're going to complete the square also, but not today. So we're gonna leave some space in your notebook to come back and add complete the square on complete the square day. The first thing that you need to do, and I'm gonna rewrite this, normally I wouldn't, is get this equal to 0. You need to have it equal to 0 before you solve by factoring. So I'm going to move the 16 to the other side. And this particular problem has an A, B, and a C term. Does that make sense? Do you guys know what I mean by that? Okay, which means I'm going to box and diamond. So x squared in the first box, negative 16 in the last box, negative 16x squared, and 6x. Yes, 8 and negative 2. Great job. Going to find my sticky note and do GCF. GCF of this is x. That leaves me with x plus 8. This side has to be minus 2. And this is where we left it last week. All last week, the directions were factor, and you were supposed to leave it in the parentheses. This week, we've added the equal 0. If you can see the answers in your head, that's okay. I'm not going to show this every time either. I just wanted to show it for notes. So I have negative 8 and 2. Okay, any questions about solve by factor? Okay, now I'm going to do the same problem with quad formula, but I should get the same answers. Again, these are a little bit unrealistic because we got whole number answers. I'm not going to get that all the time, especially with quad formula. There's going to be i's and simplifying square roots and reducing and stuff. But just to get the process down, I wanted to make sure to do an easy one. If you had Miss Maselli, I'd like you to resist the urge to sing the song in your head. Just kidding. I love the song. Did she sing it for you? Okay, just checking. She sings it every year. Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Does anyone want to do it? It's like Pop Goes the Weasel. Okay, so quad formula, the same thing as factoring. You have to get it equal to 0 first. So move that 16 over. And then, all over to it. And then you assign A, B, and C. In this problem, A is 1, B is 6, C is negative 16. He what? Oh, hammered it, you're saying? X equals negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Okay, I'm going to show my work on this one. So 6 squared is 36. And this is where, if people are going to mess up, it's going to be right here. This is negative, negative, which makes it plus. Now I know I'm on the right track because it should get whole number answers and I got a perfect square underneath the square root. Okay, then I show my plus or minus. And there's my two answers. Are those the same answers I got with factoring? I hope so. If not, I really need to like go work at Subway or something. I would be really great at working at Subway, other than the fact that I think I'd put too much meat on the sandwiches and get fired. But, you know,
Oh, that's what we need. Subway doesn't put enough meat on.
I know that's just my one major complaint with Subway. Okay. Now, I'm done actually, but what I would like you to do is please write this underneath here and then leave space. We're gonna come back to this in chapter 2. I'm gonna ask you to flip back in your notebook to that one spot where we saved room for the complete the square problem. And we're gonna come back and add that, but we're not completing the square yet today. Okay, now, as soon as you're situated with this, we need to talk about homework. So if you could please flip to the stamp sheet side of your packet. We also didn't do the domain and range things either, but let's talk about the homework first. So 2 more things. Talk about the homework, then finish those 2 warm-ups. Okay. So this was Friday. There was homework. Guess who didn't remind you? I wonder who that was. Did I get too excited about posters and quizzes? Perhaps. Okay, now let's make sure that you guys know how to find this. So this is not due today because I forgot to remind you. Okay, that's good. Okay, people who have had me in the past know what to do. But if you haven't, I'm really sorry. This is not me, it's you. No, wait, it's not you, it's me. Okay, so we go to Clever. And everyone has Clever on their Chromebook. And you need to find the one that looks like this. It's called CPM and it's got this little bridge guide. Okay, and you're going to click there. And then it's going to ask you to like agree to their privacy, whatever, I think. Is that what you guys remember? Like you have to agree to something. And then do you have to click ebooks? Okay. You have to click ebooks and then this greenish one should show up for you. Okay, you're gonna click the green textbook. Don't click the Spanish version. You can do the Spanish version if you want. Okay, and we're in chapter 1, so I'm gonna hit that down arrow. And what you might not know, even if you're really like a CPM person already, if you hover your mouse over these, it'll tell you which problem numbers are in each spot. Or you can look on your assignment sheet and see which section that we're in. In that one, we were in section 1.1.2, so it says problems 11 through 28. So you click there, and then you scroll down. And our homework's going to be in what's called the review and preview section, which means it's either a review or a preview. And then you're going to find the problems that we're doing. So there's number 23. There's number 24. There's number 25. There's number 28. And you're going to do those in your notebook. Okay, what's tonight's homework? Okay, so I'm going to hover over here and it says problems 29 to 48. Scroll down. There's 35, 36, 37, 38. Are you guys getting it?
Yeah.
Yes, dear. Well, it depends. So on this problem, no, except for D, it says make a sketch of another function with the same domain and range, but you do not need to copy down the original. Welcome. Any other questions? So I think you should just do the classwork and then do the homework right after that, and then classwork, homework, classwork, homework, just keep going in your notebook. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, now go back to those domain and range warm-ups real quick. I know you thought we were done. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. It's my bad. I just started. No, I didn't. It's 21 years. You would think I'd have it by now. My problem is I just get so excited. Yes, I have a joke for you, and it's really good. Let me just finish this real quick. Okay. So on the domain, it looks like this circle goes from here to here on the X. So -2 to 2. And it's X's, and they're closed on both sides because it actually touches at those spots. Okay. And then the range, bottoms here, the tops here. Is that 1 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And definitely not a function. It fails the vertical line test everywhere, pretty much. Definitely not a function. Okay. You might be asking yourself, is this going to go on forever to the left? Yes, it is. Is it going to go forever to the right? Yes, it is. Even though these arrows make it look like it's going to go vertical, it's just going to go really slowly forever to the left and right. Yep, all real numbers. The range, however, it only goes down to here. Yep, but goes up forever. And this one is a function. Okay, so last thing. Tonight's homework is 35 to 38 and 41. I want you to prioritize that one. Do that one first. And then when you finish 23 to 25 and 28, I'll stamp that when you have it because that's my fault. So definitely you can have more time for that one. So 35, 36, 37, 38, and 41. Terrible news. Okay, I'm gonna write a note and I'll go ask her what the next period.
Okay.
I wonder if I can just add you to my class. Like it does it through Aries, so it's so weird. But I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Marley, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, also, Mr. Talbot says that he really likes your handwriting.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, when did you see my handwriting?
because I had him write down the quiz scores next to the names to help me out on the couch last night, and he was like, "Who's Marley? Her handwriting's so nice."
Oh. Michelle, but I really like your Siamese cat.
Oh, thanks. Do you know Lily and Tess Manning? They were seniors last year. They gave them to me. They changed the tags to say Lily and Tess because they're twins. So they gave me twin squishmallows. They're so cute.